Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Thank you for waiting till the end of the day for the press conference of the 175th meeting of the Chiefs of Defense, of the Military Committee in the Chiefs of Defense format, with the Chairman of the Military Committee, General Petr Pavel, with Supreme Allied Commander Europe, for the first time here, General Scaparrotti, and with Supreme Allied Commander Transformation, General Denis Mercier. We will start the press conference with statements by the chairman and the two Supreme Commanders, and then we will open for questions. Mr. Chairman, your statement, please.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me begin this press conference by giving you an overview of the main outcomes of the last NATO Chiefs of Defense meeting before the summit in Warsaw this July. The CHODs reviewed progress in the implementation of the Readiness Action Plan and discussed ways to move forward with NATO's long-term adaptation. What was clear from our strategy session this morning is that it is paramount that NATO continues to have a full range of capabilities at its disposal in order to counter any threat from any direction in a 360 degrees approach. However, it is the balancing of these requirements that is fundamental. Balance in terms of how we assure our defense capabilities, not exclusively through enhanced forward presence, but mainly through ready and responsive follow-on forces. Concerning threat from the south, the CHODs considered concrete military actions that NATO could undertake to project stability in complementarity with existing bilateral and multilateral arrangements. During our session on the Resolute Support Mission, the Allied Chiefs of Defense and their 13 partners reaffirmed their enduring commitment to Afghanistan and to the mission which provides critical training, advice and assistance to the Afghan security forces and institutions. The CHODs also re-emphasized the need to have a flexible, conditions-based approach to the future parameters of the mission. Our afternoon sessions focused on partners. During this session with our 25 interoperability platform partners, the CHODs recognized the strengths and wealth of knowledge partners bring to the alliance, with a special focus on NATO partner cooperation in the area of defense capacity building. Deploying allied forces is not always the answer to the problem. Local and regional actors have an equally important role to play in global security. Therefore, NATO is working with its partners to give them the appropriate assistance and advice they require to secure and stabilize their territories and project stability from within. We also discussed the importance of tailoring the support provided to partners through the so-called individually tailored roadmaps. Meeting with Georgia, the Chiefs of Defense reviewed the progress in the implementation of the substantial NATO-Georgia package and Georgia's ongoing military reforms. The Allied Chiefs also noted the complex security situation in and around Georgia. During the session with Ukraine, the Allied Chiefs of Defense reaffirmed their condemnation of Russia's illegal annexation of Crimea and its continued active participation and support to the separatists in eastern Ukraine. They welcomed the update on the progress of the Ukrainian armed forces development, especially taking into consideration the security reality in eastern Ukraine and along the country's eastern border. Today's deliberations were very open and productive, and I have no doubt the CHOD's advice will assist the foreign ministers tomorrow, as well as the defense ministers next month in their discussions as the alliance moves towards the summit. With that said, I will now hand the floor to General Scaparrotti and General Mercier, who will brief you on operational and transformational issues respectively. Mike, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Peter. First, I'd like to say it's an honor and a privilege to be here today serving as the 18th SACEUR in this great alliance. As General Pavel mentioned, our military leaders discussed several important topics during today's session that will have great impact on shaping the alliance as we move forward to the Warsaw Summit and beyond. And moving forward, it's important to reflect on progress the alliance has made over the years. Dr. Joseph Lunds, the longest-serving Secretary General and the person who this room is dedicated to, promoted a vision for the alliance that holds true today, a Europe that is whole, free, and at peace. His foresight of a democratically reunited Europe carried the alliance through the Cold War and is the foundation in which we progress forward in today's ever-changing security environment. Our alliance has remained united through the decades, committed to our solemn pledge to defend each other. The Wales Summit laid the foundation on the Readiness Action Plan to strengthen NATO's collective defense and to ensure the alliance is robust and ready to deal with any challenge. I'm amazed at what the alliance and each nation has accomplished in the support of this effort. Almost 2 years later, there's been significant progress across the readiness and responsiveness of the force because of the nature of the challenges we face. But I would say there's much more work to be done. The enhanced NATO response force, the Very High Readiness Joint Task Force, and the establishment of the Multinational Corps Northeast, Multinational Division Southeast, and the Division Force Integration Units are all operational and part of the exercise program to ensure the force remains trained and ready, ensuring we have everything we need to protect our civilians and the territory. To safeguard our security at home, we must also project stability beyond our borders, because if our neighbors are stable, we are more secure. On Afghanistan, we have a long-term commitment to Afghanistan's stability in Kabul and across the nation. We will continue our mission to train, advise, and assist the Afghan security forces, allowing them to defend their country and to push back violent extremism. We know we must meet these responsibilities together, taking important steps to modernize our collective defense and deterrence so that we can respond to threats from any direction. The world is changing, and so must NATO, but what remains unchanged is our unity and our solemn commitment to each ally to defend each one. I look forward to the future discussions at the Warsaw Summit, and with that, I'll turn it over to General Mercier. Denis.
Thank you, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's always a specific and a very good moment for a strategic commander to be with all the military leaders of our alliance. I would say that beyond all initiatives, this shows that the main strength of our alliance continues to lie in the unity and combined efforts of our 28 nations. On ACT perspective, we focused on 2 main points. First, an update of the NATO defense planning process within the discussion on the strategy. And the NATO defense planning process is aimed at developing capabilities and the capabilities required to meet NATO's level of ambition. In March this year, ACT and ACO, we have completed our work to generate the 2016 minimum capability requirements. This document identifies the complete set of forces and capabilities necessary to meet the ambitions set out in the latest political guidance. It describes what the alliance needs to address to meet current challenges through a 360 degrees. We talked also about partnerships, and enhancing our interoperability with partners has really become crucial, as it is difficult to imagine any NATO operation without the involvement of partner nations. We are working on new individually tailored roadmaps, concept that is intended to simplify, optimize, and synchronize NATO's partnership programs through 3 pilot projects we have conducted with Finland, Georgia, and Jordan. It will help better meet the military objective agreed with partners, including enhancing their interoperability with NATO consistently with the aim at better projecting stability. Thank you.